the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, well, you know Dana White doesn't trot out a lot of guarantees. He has guaranteed the fan base that this middleweight matchup between former kickboxers, now mixed martial artists, Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira is going to be bananas.
This is going to be bananas. The kickboxing fights were amazing. They were very competitive fights. Understand that Alex Pereira won both of those fights, but Izzy had his moments. But now Alex enters into Izzy's world, trying to do it once again. If he pulls this off, Johnny, it will be a feat that not many could have seen coming, and we haven't seen many times in the octagon.
Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. The shot is blocked there by Pereira. Right on the button.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, beautiful job with the hands there by Israel Adesanya. When you focus too much on the kicks, that's what happens. You get cracked with that Adesanya right hand.
Game man. Oh, he's stunned bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Oh, big left hand. Just misses with the right.
Oh, you hurt him again, bro.
Oh! Feels like the beginning of the end.
I mean, geez Louise.
Israel Adesanya's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. 2 minutes have expired off the first round clock. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to feel everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time. He threw that one with all of his power.
Adesanya's eye is closing up. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
That left hook was nasty. Fighter lands a nasty kick.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Nice, sneaky head kick.
2 minutes to go. Big right hook coming, it's blocked. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
He's looking to land the right, just out of range. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
All All right, so Alex Pereira getting it done with his striking as usual, realizing success low with the kicks and certainly up top with the hands.
John, whenever you accomplish all that he accomplished in kickboxing, you expect him to be a high-level striker, but the way that he has adapted his style to mixed martial arts really should be commended. He isn't just fighting as a kickboxer anymore. He is competing as a mixed martial artist. He has found a ton of success, and most of that is due to his striking, as you would expect.
30 seconds to go in the round. Just out of range with the straight left hand. 20 seconds left.
Devastating body kick land.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
Round 2 straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Second round underway. Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed without. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Man, look at Adesanya putting his words into action. I don't throw and hope, I aim and fire. The accuracy is just on a completely different level, and not surprising that he has drawn comparisons to the consensus greatest middleweight champion in UFC history, the great Anderson the Spider Silva. Oh, another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Able to block that one. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Adesanya's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here. Lands a big elbow there. Ooh. Some nice deception there as he lands the hook. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
His nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Under 3 minutes now to go here in round 2.
Beautiful hands on display. Another punch lands.
Back to the jab now, no good. Pereira circling to his right now. Oh, beautiful job here defensively, and then he lands the counter shot. So he's really starting to get the timing of his opponent and working this fight right into his wheelhouse as the consummate counter striker. Pereira's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose.
Oh!
Just over 2 minutes to go.
He's hurt bad. Lands a beautiful leg kick. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation. Every time he throws that leg kick, it lands with so much force.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary.
He's hurt. Oh, right hand. Oh, that's big. Dig and kick.
Appearing on that left side right now. You got to think that body investment is going to pay dividends later.
Oh, nice body shot.
1 minute to go in round 2. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Hurt him again.
Oh!
Full mount.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again.
In the half guard.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Final seconds here of round 2. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that. But when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Nice kick there by Adesanya.
Oh! He's hurt bad. Oh, another one.
Gets back to his feet. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Israel Adesanya going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. Well, a lot of fighters say there's no worse feeling on fight night than when your cardio abandons you, and there's been a lot of... Whoa! Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? Oh, another knockdown! Pereira's trying for a submission here.
Arm is very tight.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other decision.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very...
Oh, my goodness! He's out! Alex Pereira! As many style points as you could produce. Whoa!
Oh, boy!
The official decision is in. Here is the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 27 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Alex Pereira!
I mean, I have run out of superlatives when it comes to describing this. Alex Pereira gets it done by knockout tonight. This dude was 3-1 when he made his UFC debut.
It's crazy. It's so crazy to see how...
Tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khamzat Chimaev!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go. Khamzat Chimaev, with much fanfare, is back as this round gets underway, and not the fight during which to get up and grab a beer. This man usually works quickly, fights as if he's double parked out front, and he believes in this particular matchup that he is going to get a knockout or submission, and it might just happen here early in this round. Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Going for the arm here. Oh, that looks tight to me. It's locked in.
Working very hard to get this arm bar as close to the finish. He's got to extend the arm to get him to tap.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack some arm triangles. Oh, man, he's getting deep.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Diaz. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as Pryor makes his way back to his feet.
Oh, misses with the jab. We march on, 3 minutes to go. Diaz gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more. Another punch to the head.
Khamzat Chimaev gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Oh, he's got his back. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Diaz gets up. He is back on the feet here. Both guys appear to land there. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio is so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output in this.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so one of the most dominant forces in the game, Khamzat Chimaev having his way and really getting that wrestling going early tonight.
I mean, John, you look at Khamzat Chimaev, and he will run across the octagon and take you down. The guy has...
All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Beautiful transition.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Oh, watch
be in trouble. That looks locked in. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Chimaev.
Great job landing from the top position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out. That's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John. But ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for. Another big takedown. Great submission defense.
Second round, straight ahead.
Stop, stop, stop.
All right, buddy. Now, this round, I want you to get that submission. You're getting close, but you're giving up position, you're giving up some space before you...
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, we'll see how it goes here in this round. He had a big effort there in round one. Really had the wrestling on full display.
John, if he was looking to come out here, secure takedowns, to feel good about the way things were going, he gets an A on his report card. Because takedown after takedown was secured, top position was secured, and as you watch that clock start to go up, the top control, him and his team are ecstatic. Because they know when they're on top, when they're secured takedowns, they're winning.
Swing and a miss by Diaz. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting.
Oh, he's stuck in a guillotine.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking...
Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side now. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, now look at a posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Diaz.
Oh, right into mount.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Diaz.
Beautiful ground and pound, and now he's got his opponent cut.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Guillotine.
Oh, looks like that submission's almost locked in.
Starting to get pretty deep here.
Oh, he's out. Oh, shades of the Godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coleman somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Diaz.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange. Oh, nice single, yes.
Diaz gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Well, he goes for the uppercut, but it's not there. Chimaev's eye is starting to swell shut. Oh, there's the single. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
He passes to half guard. Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. 30 seconds to go in the round. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Chimaev. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was in deep, but wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Diaz gets tattooed with that hook. Beautifully timed and placed. Oh, judges had to like that uppercut.
He's doing a really good job of getting on that high crotch and just following the action. Gotta be careful here. Nice transition.
Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back.
Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
feet.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. That's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Chimaev's doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. Under 3 minutes to go here in our third and final round. All right, new round, same narrative. He takes him down again. Now we'll see what he can do.
How much time can he keep him down this time? In the previous round, he was able to secure takedowns, but not control the top position. Can he finally start to wear on his opponent and wear him down by securing top control?
It's work. I'm going to stand
Every
inside.
time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
Changing the position.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Well, he is...
Oh!
All right, quick pause in the action here. Hopefully this won't be the end of the fight, but some serious swelling around that eye, and I'm not sure the extent to which his vision has been compromised.
I don't know how much he can see right now. He seems to be trying to find the opponent, but his spirit isn't broken.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back on the way.
This is right back underway, and it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did, and I could not be happy.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down again.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shots. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there.
Chimaev's eye is almost swollen shut. It's actually swollen shut at this point in time. They might potentially stop this fight if he has vision issues from here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Getting him out here.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. So the fight goes the distance, and man, did they entertain the masses. All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest for 9-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Nate Diaz!
All right, so a huge win for Nate Diaz. The celebration is on, of course, in Stockton, California, and beyond. And I know we all wish we would see Nate more often, but whenever he shows up to fight, always able to do so at a high level.
Nate Diaz has become a massive star in the UFC.
Here is tonight's tale of the tape. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Miesha Tate.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, a fast start would be useful for the former UFC champion Miesha Tate here tonight as we get going in round 1. At times, she has been a little bit tentative early on in fights and has gotten behind on the scorecards. She has been able to rally against the likes of Holly Holm, Sarah McMahon, but a quick start, undeniably, would be useful for Miesha Tate here tonight. Volume striking as usual from Valentina Shevchenko on the feet. She draws a lot of confidence from her sister Antonina and, of course, her longtime chief MMA coach, Pavel Fedotov. And they are exchanging leather early.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick!
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
That's some power there.
Shevchenko's cut above the eye from that strike, so some definite adversity now for the fighter. We'll see if she can rise above it and keep her head in this fight. Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by Shevchenko.
It's just a really high pace, too. It's a really high striking pace for these two. It got checked.
Beautiful right hook counter. And there's a takedown attempt. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Uppercut lands. Ooh, gotta be careful taking too many of those leg kicks. And the front kick is there. Nice job by Tate. Really finding the kicking range now. Another one lands there. And there's that elbow blocked by Valentina Shevchenko. Back and forth we go. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one.
Big knee.
Well, nice job by her there on the counter. She is a counter striker of the highest order. That is the book on her. She will use her opponent's aggressiveness against them at times. And if she can continue to do that throughout this fight, the advantage could swing her way. Well, in the clinch, but she's staying active. Beautiful punch to the head there. Try to establish that jab. Oh, nice job defensively to sprawl and avoid that double leg takedown. Defense held up there as she blocks that shot. Under 2 minutes to go. Beautiful kick there. Oh, big Superman punch there. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Hook is there again. Now a takedown attempt. It is not there, and not a ton behind it. Well, she said in these situations she had to protect her head, and defensively she has done an outstanding job of that.
She could not do it any better up to this point.
Well, she's got a good front kick, and oh!
Now we're going.
Oh, another beautiful kick to the thigh. She has attacked that area to great effect here tonight.
She said that was in the game plan. Let's work every part of the body. Right now, the target is the thigh, and she is attacking it effectively.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially win.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that you hurt her before. She doesn't have to close the door if she gets hurt again.
Right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy, but she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on. Nice.
Well, she blocked that punch. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. Heading back to the corner after that round, Shevchenko's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding.
You gotta set up these takedowns with punches.
All right, back to the stool we go, and mentally she seems very much in this fight, but physically she has absorbed a lot of damage and is dealing with that big cut above the eye.
Yeah, she's taken far too many devastating blows to the eye, John. She has been beat up, she's been battered, she's been bruised, and now she's dealing with a cut above the eye that's going to be very difficult to overcome.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Well, new round, same result as she continues to attack the body. And blocks the shot there. All right, so you can see her leg is hurt, and now she's starting to limp a little bit, DC. So certainly something that bears watching as this fight continues.
Yeah, we got to keep our eyes on it. Her movements are labored. She has been very compromised from those leg kicks.
Oh, can you hear the reaction from the crowd as another outside leg kick lands?
It's like taking a baseball bat and hitting it up against the wall. You hear the impact of that leg kick.
All right, so different rounds, same narrative, and it's the wrestler's hands, not her takedown. She came here to box today.
Yeah, she came here to box, John. She told us that we were going to be very surprised at how good she looked in the stand-up. To this point, she has proven that. But I wonder how soon we can expect a level change for her to try to take her opponent down, because ultimately you always go back to what you do instinctively, and we know that's a wrestler.
Shevchenko's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Sat down with her on Thursday. She said it's all coming together, and she has put on a striking clinic tonight. Clearly her best performance in the UFC.
The only danger was if her opponent could get her to the ground. She could not, and you saw how well a high-level striker can work whenever she's very comfortable.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Great job blocking that shot.
Well, you know she can do it all in the octagon tonight. She is largely a striker, and man, has she had it going really from the opening bell.
From the start of the fight, you could see that she was different tonight. You could see that she was going to lean on the cardio, set a high pace, and hope that her opponent could not keep up. But not only is she fighting hard, she is landing just about everything that she throws.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Shevchenko's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. Takedown defense is there. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position, and now some knees. Nice. Nicely done. Under 2 minutes now to go in round two. All right, so another attack to that thigh and some obvious damage now. She needs to protect that leg, DC.
She's got to do something, John. She's got to raise the leg and check one. If she just checks one, check one in return, it may deter her opponent. Good body shot.
Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now.
Oh, my goodness, she hurt her again.
Oh, a big right hand. 45 seconds remain in the round. Tate going for the body, missed with that kick.
does a great job of getting that leg to the target. Beautiful leg kick.
Well, she has had no answers for her on the feet, and there's another land, and more swelling there on the face.
More swelling on the face, and John is getting worse. And now it's getting pretty evident that if she does not change something, she's going to find herself in a really difficult situation going forward.
Saved by the bell. That marks the end of the round, and we'll see if she can recover from getting stunned by that huge shot just before the horn. Of course, you know she's only got 60 seconds here with which to recover. They'll get her on the stool. Physically, she's compromised. Mentally, can they keep her in this fight? All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, and we've got more fighting. It looked like maybe we'd get a finish there after she landed upstairs.
Well, she was excited. She thought it was done. How does she reshift? How does she get herself back in the moment to try to repeat what she just did, but also top it and actually get the finish?
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. Now 5 minutes remain in the fight.
Oh, nice elbow.
Nice body kick there. Just out of range with that right hook. Oh, well, why get away from it? Another huge kick lands. All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is going to get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's going to get worse because she's as sharp and as crisp as any striker you ever step in the octagon with. So she's going to be on that cut and attacking that cut relentlessly.
Big right hook attempt, but she misses. Oh, huge right hand!
Big right hand.
Trying to...
There it is again. Look at that. Oh, no.
Back to the feet. Oh, huge knee to the body. That'll soften her up. Well, DC, some might suggest she's sort of playing with her food here. She has the upper hand, yet not really forcing the issue and trying to get her out of it.
You know, she's very patient as a fighter. But when you see someone hurt that many times in one round, you gotta go for blood. I know it's against her, it's not her MO to be over-aggressive, but right now it seems like it's just a matter of time before this fight gets stopped.
All right, so there it is again. Her striking has been on point really from the outset, and now some definite swelling on the opposition.
Some absolute swelling. She has done a great job of targeting the face, making sure. You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight?
Able to check that kick as well. Oh, she is absolutely getting lit up right now. She has certainly changed her approach here in the latter stages of this fight. She is trying to take the judges out of it. That'll certainly help that goal. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
Well, it sounds obvious, but she clearly needs a knockout or a TKO or a submission, or she's going to be on the wrong end of the scorecard.
Well, she's got to do something. You are not going to win this fight if you let it go to the judges.
Tate's able to protect the eye there with that block, so that is a nice adjustment.
Another one!
Shevchenko goes in for the takedown now, and she gets it. Beautiful transition and adjustment by her there after she was getting worked pretty good on the feet.
That was a slick transition. Oh, high elbow guillotine. That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, what a beautiful counter by her there. She gains side mount. Oh, great submission defense as she gets out. All right, so now as the cut continues to get worse, it appears as though it's starting to affect her a little bit.
Yeah, it's starting to affect her. You can see it. She's reaching for it. She's pawing at it. She's trying to understand where the blood is coming from. She has got to stay locked in if she wants to win this fight.
Tate getting that ground and pound going and landing. Shevchenko's in half guard. So a lot of strikes have landed here, and she has some swelling now to prove it.
Well, she's landing that jab. The right hand, she can't miss. She cannot miss. And right now, while the swelling has started, it's not critical. She needs to make sure she's better defensively so that we don't get to that point.
All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you... Wow, how about her resolve to get back to the feet? Had to have it in this final round. We'll see where she goes from here.
It was all she could do. She had to get up to give herself a chance. She's got a chance now. She has got to let everything hang out if she wants to finish this fight.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Goosebumps.
For decision. All three judges scored this contest 30-25. For the winner by unanimous decision, Miesha Cupcake Tate.
All right, so her wrestling is on point tonight as she gets the better of the largely more well-rounded fighter. And I think this result, even though no finish, is going to have a lot of people excited to see.